Howdy y'all, welcome back to the Cooking Shack. Here today, why not do breakfast one more time? Hit it twice in a row. We hit on basic southern breakfast, now we're gonna hit on something that everybody knows about is breakfast burritos. So I got an entire package of breakfast sausage, and I'm kind of in the mood for something spicy. So we got sriracha sauce on it. We'll get that start frying up, and once that gets about halfway going, then we're going to throw in some beans. I don't understand beans and breakfast burritos. It kind of something that's quite common down here in Texas. I don't know about everywhere else, but they do it. But yeah, beans, and then we'll apply the eggs, and we'll get a nice little, I guess you say, bunching, collaboration, I don't know what, nice little amalgamation of ingredients. Now, I'm taking my sausage, I spread it out nice and even, that way it cooks nice and evenly. Added our beans, because this breakfast sausage is already cured, and it won't take long at all to cook. You don't want lumpy beans in this breakfast burritos. I've eaten this many times. Quite often, wherever you're working outdoors and you're working in rural areas, there's usually couples, rural couples that make food, and they make food for like working guys, and they'll come out on work yards and sell burritos, sandwiches, things of that nature. And that also helps that it cuts down on employers, leaving the job site, and then, especially on payday, going out and getting hammered on lunch, because sometimes it only takes an hour for some folks. And then you got, the problem with, employees schnockered and intoxicated on the work site, making it inherently more dangerous than what it usually is. Happens quite often. But yeah, beans and sausage. This is ranch style beans with jalapenos, by the way. Personal favorite of mine. This is essentially an imitation of a recipe that I've eaten quite often. Most times I'll use beans and chorizo, but I didn't have any chorizo, but breakfast sausage will work just fine too. Essentially the same thing. Both are pork, both are spicy. Not quite the same way of preparedness, but it'll do as a substitute. Not exactly the same thing. Misspoke there, but it'll do as a substitute for sure. Alright, now we got our eggs in there, and a little bit of a seasoning, a little bit of Camino, a little bit of adobo, and the cracked in 4 eggs, and the mixture up nice, good. Nice stirring. Oh yeah, I know them dogs smell it. They're just jumping on that back door. A nice steam blast right there. Turn this off. Put the lid back on and let it finish. That's good. The only good thing about these glass stove tops, the surface remains nice and warm. So if you wanted to slowly cool, just turn the heat off And whatever's heat's left to finish what's cooking in there. And here within that time, 5-10 minutes, everything should be good to go. Almost ended it right there. This feels awfully good, and I'm ready to eat, honestly. But little quick pro tip: easiest way to warm up your tortillas, especially if you're cooking a pan like this, just throw your tortillas in here with the food. Leave them on top, get them nice and warm. This will help melt your cheese if you're using cheese. Most people do. And it warms up the tortillas where they're easier to roll. They do the same thing in toxic smell and, you know, all them taco this and taco that places. They just throw them in the steam bath, but the old style way is to throw them in with the pan itself. So that way they absorb nice and lots of juices, lots of steam, get everything going. And I mean, yeah, that's about it, really, truly. All I gotta do, all that's left to do now is roll up a couple burritos and tear ass. All right, y'all have a good one.